bracelets. They're right over here. Shit, I wasn't even leaning on them.
Over.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam, otherwise known as snerixx. Today we're going to be pulling some more videos from my For You page to see what the hell is going on in the world. Once again, TikTok is potentially being banned within the next however many days. Let me know what you think about that whole thing going on. I feel like I hear all different things and this has happened so many times, so it's just like, is this actually happening this time? Like what? So while we still can, maybe, let's just see what we've got.
Did I just get back from a 7-day Carnival cruise? Yes, I did. Did I almost spend 3 days of that Carnival cruise locked in the belly of the ship in what I now know is referred to as cruise jail because a B-word who topped out at about 5'3" in heels wouldn't stop talking shit to my 67-year-old mother? Yes, I did.
Oh, shit.
Yes, I did. Let me tell you the story. This is my 4th cruise, okay? Every cruise I go on with my mother. It's kind of our thing. We go to the piano bar. It's kind of a karaoke stand-up comedy situation, okay? The performer at this particular piano bar had one of the most amazing voices I've ever heard. My mom and I, every night he's playing, post up on these stools, throw 20s, make requests, have drinks. It was a grand time. We're all piano bar besties until the 3rd night, when a little tiny woman scuttles her way in, hops up on the open stool right next to me, lucky me, and she won't shut the fuck up. She talked the entire time, bro. She's yelling across the bar. She had tiny little vocal cords too. Sounded like she had a Polly Pocket stuck in her throat. She's yelling at the performer. She's a distraction. She's rude. This girl down the way requested a specific ballad. The performer starts to play it. She goes, boo, boring. She pretends to fall asleep. Terrible actress. She'd never make it in Hollywood. She was a terror. Truly. And then halfway through the set, he says, I'm going to do one more song before I take a break. I'll do Whitney Houston's I Will Always Love You. Stunning. He's so good. She talks the entire time.
Bitch.
And I just about had it. Okay? Maybe it was the Pinot Grigio, but I don't think it was. I think it was the annoyance. She's talking. He gets to the key change. He makes a big show of stopping. Everyone, a hush falls over the crowd, except for her. Fake cracks his knuckles. He fake cracks his neck. He wants everyone to be quiet. He's kind of glancing at her. She's still talking. She's not getting
Oh my
God. So we're all
God.
going, woohoo, woohoo, building him up, okay? Getting ready for this big musical moment. And I go, woohoo! I was a little passive aggressive. I said, woo, everyone's listening. No one's talking. Oops, my bad. She hears me say that. She whips her head around. She gets quiet. I say, wow, I have power. He finishes the song. It's phenomenal. He gets up. He goes into the back. I look at my mom. I go, I'm going to go to the restroom. When all of a sudden I hear this tiny Polly Pocket behind me go, this bitch is being so rude. She told me to shut the fuck up. I go, me bitch? Who bitch? One bitch, two bitch. I look at my mom and go, oh, she's mad. My mom, she goes, just ignore her, Teresa. She's just being rude. This girl hears her call her rude. She whips around. She goes, oh, I think you're the rude one, bitch. To my 67-year-old mother.
Oh, hell no.
What did we say? Every good intention I've ever had left my body. I hopped down off my stool. I'm wearing high heels at this point. I'm probably about 5'8", 5'9".
Oh my God.
I looked down at her. I said, what did you say? She goes, you heard me. I said, yeah, I want to hear you say it again. She goes, well, you guys are being really disrespectful. I said, that's so crazy because I think everyone in this bar knows that you're being disrespectful to me, to that girl, that guy, that performer, and most importantly, to my mom. She's looking up at me with little bug eyes. You've been talking the whole time. You're going to stop now? I said, let's go outside.
Catch me
Never
outside.
in my life have I been in a physical fight. But I felt like at this moment, every Soul Cycle class, every Barry's boot camp, every Solid Core yoga class has prepared me to throw a bitch into the Gulf of Mexico. She was wearing pigtails, for crying out loud. She's begging for someone to do this to her. I go, okay, I'm going to go to the restroom. Well, you're not going to look at my mother. You're not going to speak to my mother. Is that understood? She just looks down at her phone. I say, good.
Good.
I pee out my rage. I come back in. She's gone. My mom said, oh, she left. The night goes on. Everything's fine. I'm not in Carnival jail.
Oh my God, I forgot that was even part of it.
On the last night of the cruise, I'm walking the hallway with my mom. We're talking, laughing. When all of a sudden I hear the sounds of vomit. I look over. We're in the hallway. There's a tiny woman crouched over a Carnival cruise trash can, yakking and yapping.
Yikes.
Guess who it was? Polly Pocket herself. She looks up at me. I go, oof, one too many Vegas bombs, huh? Defeat settles over her face. I go, actually, I reach into my purse. I pull out a little Pepto-Bismol tablet. I go, I have just the thing. Take it. I chew it up. Swallow it. Thanks for reminding me, because I get motion sick too. Have a good night.
Oh, why were you in jail? That was a long story and I feel like I never found out the information that I specifically wanted, but that's fine. I've never been on a ship, mostly because I don't really like the idea of not being able to get off, I guess. Now that I think about it, a Carnival cruise ship probably would be a hub for difficult people. Not saying that everybody that gets on a cruise ship is difficult, but every difficult person does get on a cruise ship at some point. That's just the math. That's the way it goes. I don't make the rules. It also sounded like this woman was alone. So the guts she had to talk shit to two other women who were there together, one of which being someone's mother, which you don't talk shit about someone's mother. That you want to talk about mother. Please tell me somebody gets that reference. You just don't go there, and going there is a guaranteed punch in the face. The fact that that didn't happen is a blessing for this woman. If all that happened was that she ended up throwing up later in the evening. Gross, that sucks. I hate throwing up. It's the worst thing in the world. But at least she didn't end up in jail like apparently this person did. Don't mess with someone's mom, bitch. How did... Ow.
What? Shoot. She doesn't know.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door.
No, get the kids away.
Come here, guys. We're gonna go inside.
Yeah.
We're gonna go inside.
She's a no.
Come on, guys. Let's go
Come on,
inside.
guys.
Oh. Of course, that's like the heaviest fucking door. Oh my god, this stare down. Oh, oh,
Oh
oh.
my gosh.
Oh, there's someone else. Oh, okay.
God help her.
In it.
God, animals obey your sound of your voice.
Please protect her.
God.
Oh, man. I have chills right now. What are you supposed to do? It's so far. Dude. I mean, like, how do you know when to go? Okay. It's so quiet.
Protect her.
Oh my god, 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 shut the door, shut the door.
Thank you, Lord.
He's like, and stay out.
Thank you, Lord.
He's like, who left this fucking bucket in my house? Leaving their fucking trash and shit all in my habitat. He's like, guys, what did I do? That is exactly why I could never do this job, because I would be in a tree screaming. The monkey would probably be climbing the tree and I would just panic more and jump down and break my knee, and then everybody would watch and laugh and videotape and put it on TikTok. Do you get like hazard pay for this shit? Probably not. I doubt it. I'm sure they literally are paying these girls probably like $13 an hour. After seeing like The Revenant and shit like this, I am just so really solidifying my decision to not hike, camp, work in a zoo, for that matter. I mean, obviously we know what happened at SeaWorld and continues to happen in places like SeaWorld. Not only is it dangerous for the people working there, but it's also really traumatic for the people that are watching and might have to experience something like this. It sounded like they were getting the kids out of there. Probably the smartest thing to do in that situation. I feel like I would feel so helpless just standing behind the glass, just staring. I feel like I'd try and go get somebody, but I don't know. I mean, there's only so much that somebody can do from the outside. We all know what happened to Harambe. RIP too soon. To be in an enclosure and to have something go wrong would be my luck, and I would, you know, be encouraged by everyone else and be like, literally nothing has ever happened. The last time that happened was back in 1803 to Gregory George III. And it doesn't happen anymore, so you're good to go, everything's fine, and fuck me, this happens. This same thing happened in Jurassic World, okay? One of the raptors, they, you know, thank God for Chris Pratt, because otherwise that guy would have been dead. You know, I wouldn't mind if Chris Pratt swung in and happened to save my life. I probably would grill him on questions about Parks and Rec and Guardians movies, and he'd probably just drop me back in the cage and be like, shut the fuck up. But it would be nice to have that experience.
Because you're not going to make a fight and see your girls. I'm good, Chef. Remember your girls. I'm good, Chef. You don't care about the girls? You don't care about the girls? You don't care about the girls? Hello, everybody. Dustin. American Airlines fucked us over. All right, here we go. Dustin, here. I'm not kidding. Don't talk to me anymore. You don't care about the girls? So I want to tell you about Shelby and Dolly. Shelby and Dolly. Remember this. I'm going to do it for you. Shelby and Dolly. That's it. Shelby and Dolly.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get home to the girls.
Oh.
Look, I have my pay for dogs. Fuck off, bitch. Fuck off, bitch.
Oh, what the fuck was that? I definitely wouldn't mind if this happened to be the confrontation that was going down in front of me at the airport. This kind of felt like some sort of busking street performance, like a flash mob. I guess that's not what you call it when there's only two people. But they've got too much shit to worry about at the airport. They don't need people there for absolutely no reason. First of all, I love the fact that they're wearing almost matching tops. Miranda Priestley would cut my head off for saying that. I know. I couldn't really tell if this was beef specifically with the woman that he snaps at the end.
Fuck off, bitch. Fuck fuck up!
Because it sounds like he said that it was related to the airlines, and he said the airlines fucked them over. I don't know if he was just like up here and anyone getting in his way was gonna get a good, decent fuck off, bitch. You know, if you're just trying to get home and you're told that you can't, you're just trying to get here, there, your bag's there, whatever. Oh, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, I just want my bracelets. They're right over here.
Why are they? Oh.
Shit.
Oh.
This damn thing fell and almost hit me. The whole desk thing fell. It almost hurt me.
Oh no.
I don't know what the hell happened.
A mystery.
Pulling on it or something.
Well, there's my bracelet, but I just reached to get it and I wasn't even leaning
Fell
on it.
over.
I wasn't even leaning on it.
We'll just leave it like that. It's kind of heavy.
I didn't even get on top of it or anything.
Right. Because something so heavy like that, just based on how gravity works, it's just gonna boing. I've seen it happen and it's a thing. The same thing happened when I accidentally backed my car into my dad's truck. Just something about the universe, everything just went out of control. I have no idea what happened, why, but it wasn't my fault. And I almost got hurt. Which I was interested to see where that particular narrative was gonna go. I was like, are we gonna try and flip this around and be like, your shit almost broke my toe. I'm suing you. Oh my god, I'm a victim. I almost got hit by your fucking desk. I don't even know how that could have possibly gone down. You know how the furniture in your store works, right? You know, you've bumped up against this desk once or 10,000 times, and not once has the wind just knocked it over. So it's just so interesting and funny to watch grown adults just lie, not even think twice about it, just lie. It's one of those things where it's like, if nobody's watching, would you do the right thing? Because they were under the impression that nobody saw what they were doing, so now it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna say that this happened because you don't have proof that it happened otherwise. You don't know that I did or didn't do that. I think a big test of this specifically is if people put their shopping cart back after grocery shopping and they bring their food to their car. It's little moments like that that really just speak to your character and your sense of integrity. Now that we can pretty much record every inch of every establishment, it's kind of hard to have a shitty character and get away with it. I don't even know what this was or why their bracelets would have been here. Maybe it was like a lost and found situation. I mean, I get it. I don't like when people have my shit either. It stresses me out when I know that I've forgotten something, but like, go around if you're really that desperate, like leaning over it and putting your full weight on it. Like, how did you not feel it start to shift? I mean, I would imagine that something this heavy probably gave her a fair bit of warning that it was starting to tip beneath her, but moving on.
Sir, let me stop you right there, okay? I can see right here in your customer notes that it says you like to fight with female service employees, okay? I don't take harassment from anybody. Let me make that very clear. Now, if you wish to have a civilized conversation, we can do so. Otherwise, if you're going to keep using profanity and screaming at me, I'm going to disconnect the call and make a permanent remark in your customer service profile stating why your services need to be terminated.
Bitch. The person on the phone, not her.
I can and I will, but know that I do not take verbal harassment from anybody, and I will hang up this call.
Absolutely.
And I will go directly to my supervisor saying why your account needs to be permanently terminated.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, I love the sound of typing.
And that's perfectly fine. That is your right. But you're not going to sit on this line and harass me any longer.
Oh, I wish we could hear what they were saying. Put them on speaker.
Fine. Then I will let my supervisor know. No, I'm telling you now that I already put a note on your account. You're not going to... No, that BS stops with me. You're not going to harass me, and you're not going to continue to harass any other female coworkers of mine.
Sorry.
Great. Don't worry. I already put the notes in. Okay, well, have the night you deserve.
Okay. Yes, thank you for this, because you know what? It's gone on so long. Like, this is just, it's so ridiculous at this point to expect anybody to remain professional in a situation where you're just berating someone. I think a lot of people can relate to being stuck on a phone call, being stuck on hold, being stuck with somebody who's incompetent on the phone that just like patches you to the next person who's like, why the fuck were you transferred here? You're supposed to go to this person who then transfer you back to the first person. And then you guys know that's how that works. And luckily there's a lot of technology technology nowadays where you can talk to a fucking robot now, and they're a little bit more helpful than some of the people you get on the phones. But, you know, regardless of somebody's ability to help, it's not gonna get you fucking anywhere to start screaming. And, you know, this is the same thing as like people that complain about prices to a cashier or something like that. And it's like, what do you think this person on the other end is gonna be able to do about the problem half the time? So you just screaming and trying to just vent to get your anger out, like, I know that might make you feel better and it might make you feel like you're doing something. But at this point, we can type in your little notes that you're a little bitch and that you've got an attitude problem and you need to take a fucking nap before you call us because you are a child. Your voice should never even be past yelling, unless you're yelling above your dogs barking or your kids screaming in the background. As you guys know, I used to work for crisis hotlines and I did have access to seeing caller history and the notes on those particular calls, mostly for the reason of knowing what particular services were given in the past, or if there was a particular conversation that might be relevant to why they're calling again, I can quickly look back and be filled in to not make this person have to repeat themselves. This did also serve dual purpose to possibly warn people of abusive callers, sexually explicit callers, prank callers, people that would try and bait you to say or do weird things. So yes, if you are calling somewhere, there is probably some sort of log with your information. And if you are an asshole, that shit is documented. There were people whose numbers I did know and memorize. The phone abuse, like, come on, that's so like 90s, you know, like we're so beyond that, or at least I would hope so. Maybe this still needs to be said, but stop. Okay? The technology is gonna win. Once again, the technology is here to beat your ass. And it has, because we see you. You're being nasty.
I was at work on a video call with a colleague and they disclosed to me, hey, my mother passed away. And I'm like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I was like, I get it. I've lost my mom. It is so difficult. What do you need? Do you need to talk about it for a little bit? And they're like, yeah, do you mind? And as they're talking to me, I'm trying to validate them. I'm showing them I'm paying attention. I'm listening to them because I was listening to them and I felt horrible about what they were telling me. As you can tell, I love to use my hands when I'm talking. This person is disclosing to me that their mother was in hospice care. And although it was a beautiful moment, it was very hard to watch her pass away. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And that's when I learned that Zoom has a new feature. Did you know about this new feature that Zoom has? Because I didn't. Apparently, if you raise your hand or maybe give a thumbs up or look like you're giving a thumbs up because you're talking, Zoom reads your hand, okay? And then it sends an emoji of what it thinks you're doing to the other person. So my fucking colleague is like my mother. I watched her die in hospice and then they get a ba-bing. You heard that right. As my colleagues tell me the details of their mother passing away, they get a yellow Homer Simpson thumbs up from me. They got a little hit the road jack moment, a little hand jive moment from me. Zoom baby, what the fuck? Where was my email talking about this update? Zoom baby? No.
Zoom? I hate video chats. I fucking hate video chats. I've never been a fan. Fuck that. I am so scared because obviously technology glitches, it goes wrong. Like maybe sometimes you accidentally click something, or maybe there's a weird secret shortcut on your keyboard that you didn't know was a thing and you accidentally click the F1 key and it takes you off mute. Like, I don't know. It scares me that there might be a possibility of that. And I have so much anxiety around being in a Zoom call and there being some sort of technological glitch. It's like worse to me than a phone call. I'd rather get some cold call telemarketer conversation going than pick up a Zoom call. And you know, the next time you use it, it's nice to know that there's these features. Most of the people a lot of the times don't jump on video unless it's required. It freaks me out when there are a handful of people that decide that they are going to be on camera, and I don't know if they know that they're on camera or they just straight up don't care. And they're like eating, they're having a conversation with their kid or their husband behind them. They're just staring at the camera, they're typing, they're on their phone, and I'm like, you have the option to turn that the fuck off. You can see your camera's lit up, the green light is flashing, it's looking right at you, the red light, I don't know, whatever the hell it is on your particular computer. It usually lets you know when it's recording you.
Things our exes did, and we stayed.
No, I've seen this trend.
He threw me into a fence and plywood in front of 50 of my friends and family.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Mine are like
That's not funny.
He got a bubble notification on his phone and then proceeded to scream in my face for asking about it and left my house.
Oh my
we
god.
made plans with some girl to hang out before we started to date. And then we started dating and he still went through with those plans and had sex with her because he felt bad for canceling. We were dating at this point when they were supposed to hang out. Would send me pictures of him cosplaying
No.
as an anime.
Fuck.
On Valentine's Day, he made me order off the kids menu, and I still paid for it, and I didn't even get a Valentine's Day gift also.
Threw a tantrum because I wanted Philly cheesesteaks after the Phillies lost the playoffs.
Dude.
Didn't have a car or a job. I paid for everything and drove everywhere.
Ooh, no scrub.
Would punch his concrete walls until his knuckles bled, and then would send me pictures and be like, "This is all your fault."
He was hanging out with other girls while I was Venmoing him money.
Cute.
You're gonna lose your mind.
Oh, no.
Told me he had to go mid-argument because it was hot tub time with his mom and his sister.
What does that even mean? I don't want to know, actually.
Told me to kill myself, called me fat and a whore, and hoped I die a painful death.
Didn't wear deodorant because he didn't think he needed it.
Ew.
Hygiene. Don't know her. DM'd a girl asking for her info the day we started dating.
Curled up in a fetal position, butt naked, because I wasn't in the mood to do anything. Couldn't come over because he had to wait to shower because it was raining, and he wasn't allowed to shower when it was raining.
Make music.
On SoundCloud.
Stop.
Okay, so this is one of those laugh to keep from sobbing, crying, bawling your eyes out sort of video. Sometimes you can look back on things that you were willing to put up with or that you went through and almost laugh in a what the fuck. Like, I can't even believe that these words are coming in my mouth, let alone that this is a memory that I'm pulling from right now. And I understand that there's plenty of traumatic situations that looking back on would not be easy to laugh on. Things that were brought up in this particular video aren't always going to be humorous. And I'm sure that they weren't humorous at the time, and that's why at this point it's just like, oh my god. Let me just say, if you can relate to any of the things that these girls said, or if you have situations that you look back on and you laugh or cry thinking about when it comes to someone that you've dated, just know that you are better than that, and that's why you're not with them, because you have learned your worth. If anybody treats you in a way that you feel is unjustified, demeaning to your character, yourself, your body, your family, or your beliefs, that person can hit the fucking road, okay? That is not what you need in your life. There is so much chaos and negativity and shit in the world that the person that's supposed to love you should not be contributing to that ever. And it's hard when someone's manipulating you or gaslighting you or making you think that you're the problem, because until you can kind of walk away or look at the relationship from a different perspective, it's really easy to just fall into these toxic relationships or with these toxic people that are just sucking from you and sucking you dry and literally taking your money and wasting your time and your emotions, and then turn around and make themselves a victim. No, thank you. You are better than that, and fuck anybody that has ever made you feel like you're not. I feel like now I want to put together a list, but I wasn't prepared for this. I never actually dated this person. Showed up at a party that he wasn't invited to, knowing that I was there, and stole my car keys just so he could run outside into the dark and throw them into a dark field where I had to go search for them myself. Then call my parents to escort me home because I was scared that he would follow me. Showed up at my house when I wasn't there, proceeded to go through my stuff and found my secret diary and then wrote his own diary so that way he could give it to me to read it, which confessed that he read my diary and that he felt really, really bad about it. Jesus Christ, I could go on with this one. When he was supposed to drop me back off at my house at night, he told me that he couldn't go home, and he was like, but my mom's like really, really sick and I'm really, really depressed about it. It's not funny, but so I told my mom everything, and she was like, I mean, I guess he can sleep here if he has to. Come to find out, his mom was not sick. Sent me a picture with a BB to his head saying that he was gonna, you know, if I didn't like do whatever, made me get out of his car because I snapped my gum and I had to walk home. Spread a rumor about me to the entire school that was sexually explicit. I also had a boyfriend once spit gum into my hair and it you know, got stuck, and I still dated him for like 2 years. So let me know the things that your ex did that you still stayed for. You know, we've all been in those types of, you know, situationships, relationships, whatever you want to call it. Okay, well, my For You page is always such a pleasant place to be, and I am grateful that you were here to share this experience with me. If you have any videos you want to see me react to, make sure that you tag me in them. I am on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and I'm not on Facebook. If you have any movies that you want me to review for the month of March, make sure that you leave a comment or send it to me in an email or a DM. If you have anything that you want to get off your chest, feel free to send me an email. I am going to be collecting a bunch of rants and reading them in another Read Your Rants video that is hopefully coming out sometime this month, discussing what's going on in your lives. So I appreciate you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye!